Again, another Premier draft because I'm interested in climbing the ladder, getting to Mythic, and doing a little flex, a little Mythic flex, get myself into the um, whatever Mythic Invitational qualifier, something like that. Just something where I can just try and spike like a couple tournaments and get somewhere. Alright, so this is interesting. I feel like all the best cards. So this is like a clone effect, but if you're teamer, it does even better things. You can clone a creature and have it fight something else. These other two blue cards are quite good as well. Honestly, the Wingspan Mentor is probably the best. I think that's what I'm going to take. It's either that or Fire Prophecy. Nothing else competes with any with these top three blue cards. Huh. Okay. I'm going to take... I don't know. This is such a powerful effect, I guess. I'm going to take it. I'm not sure if that's right. But when you have the opportunity to play with a rare, I try and take it. So this pack is interesting. Boneyard Lurker is quite strong. The Slither Wisp, I think, is quite strong in the right deck. And since we're early in the pack, we can definitely do that and still play our rare. So I'm going to take that. Not sure if it's actually better than some of these other uncommons. The commons themselves are pretty bad. Okay. Now, pacifism is quite strong. Does not go with what we have so far. Well, the green uncommons are fine. The blue commons are not amazing. I do like the Cavern Whisperer a decent bit. It's not amazing. I'm just going to keep taking the best card in the pack and we'll see where we go. Like, none of these super work well with the Mythos. Let's just see where we go. Okay. Now, I think the best card in this pack is Weaponize the Monsters, but it's not amazing, although this pack in general is pretty bad. I think I'm just going to take the Dismal Backwater. Yeah, I'll just take a land. So, we could end up Esper, we could end up Teamer. It's hard to say. So this is a different clone effect than usual, where it does have a target. So there is a little bit of risk in that. Okay, this reflexive trigger. I'm going to take this Boon of the Wishgiver, I think. There's also some pretty good... Glimmer Bell's fine, Gust of Wind, those all are fine, but a draw 4 with cycling 1 is, like, insane. Okay. Crystal and Jeskai colors. Blade Banish, Convolute. Oh. I guess I could take the Crystal. It's not great. You could also take the Crag. I tend to think that the lands are better fixing, really, than the crystals. The crystals is just 3 mana to cast is pretty expensive. Blade Banish could also be something we take, but if we're splashing white, we'll see. I'm not... See, this card is awkward in that it only counts cards with a flash and not instants. And most of the things you can play on your opponent's turn are just straight instants. There's more flashy stuff in this set, but... Okay. The Bushmeat Poacher I like a bit. The Tiger is also just fine, a little bit more aggressive than we want in this deck so far. I'm just going to take the land. Not sure if we're actually... looks like it might be more blue-white than blue-black. Also the Pterodon. There's also some pretty reasonable green cards. I think I'm just going to take this Keepsafe. It's something I'm pretty happy to have in almost all my blue decks. And quite the blowout in the right spot, so I'll take that. This pack is not great. Well, let's just take like mediocre blue card, mediocre white card, mediocre black card. This, I don't know. The whole pack's not great. Gonna take Phase Dolphin, and okay. Take a Wind Drake, effectively. It's fine by me. I think we might want the Phase Dolphin a little bit. I do not like Convolute at all. Yeah, alright, we'll take the Dolphin. Okay, that's the Sultai Crystal, or we could take a Turtle, or Weaponize the Monsters is going late. I'm going to take that. I do have one bit of fixing for it. It's just, we're not really set up to utilize it the best, but that's just being able to turn your creatures into shocks is a very powerful effect. Especially if people are like pacifying them or whatever. Okay. So we're probably blue, almost certainly blue, and then we don't really know what the rest of our colors are. Happy to take this Gust of Wind. Solid Footing is like marginally playable. That is not very playable. Mythos of Nethroi. I mean, what were we passing up? I think we're just going to take the Mythos. Just because if we don't worry about the rest of it, it would be nice. Be nice if we could get the full thing, but just 3 mana instant destroy a creature. We've got a backwater to splash it in our blue-white deck, presumably. We also could still end up blue-black. Blood Curdle's probably like the second best option, but it's just kind of worse than the Mythos. So let's take that. Okay, this is black-white, and then helps us splash like a Weaponize the Monsters or pay the Mythos cost on the Luna. Interesting. There's also Pacifism, which is just always quite strong. Don't think those are the only two choices for us, really. The land or the Pacifism. I'm going to take the land. This is a very good blue fixing. By taking the land now, it gives me the opportunity to take more aggressive splashes in the future. Combat introduces toughness rather than its power. Okay. Really hope these Phase Dolphins don't make the deck. This is okay. We definitely need to fill out creatures because we've got so far just 4, and I don't think we can play 3 of them. Or well, we're probably not Slither Wisping, and we don't want to be Phase Dolphining. Helica Glider's the only one that we want to play. So I mean, this is kind of a creature, and like I said, from the fact that it does target when you cast it, so you would prefer to cast it on your opponent's creatures. Alright. Well, I don't think we're a Song of Creation deck. I'm not sure if this is actually a limited thing. This is kind of crazy. We're going to take something very boring, which is either going to be this Marshall or a Boot Nipper. I think we're going to take the Boot Nipper. Sure. Okay, then we get a Duskfang Mentor. We also have Divine Arrow is probably better than Blade Banish. This looks Subdual is also. I haven't actually played with or against this card, but I think it's pretty good. It shuts down Mutate. So there is that. It's cheap and it's castable. The Mentor's quite good. Do we have? Well, we don't have any creatures, so they probably don't have lifelink yet. Just because we know we're blue, I'm going to take the Subdual, but not sure on this. Weaponize the monsters definitely doesn't work well in like a 5-creature deck, which is what we're setting up for right now. Okay. I guess Easy Prey is fine. It's not thrilling. I think I'm just going to take the Glimmer Bell. That might be wrong, but it stays with the color that we are. We have some flying. You know, want to be the flyer deck a little bit. Also, I could have taken the whatever the 5/2 Leech. If we really wanted to make the Slither Wisp work. Okay. Well, we just don't have creatures, so I can't take that. I think I'm going to take the Dark Bargain. I feel like we're going to get stuck playing some crappy creatures like this, but oh well. Dun, dun, dun. So it looks like we're Esper. Don't want to have these cards in our deck. Those are fine. Back for More is quite good, but it's not really set up to work that well in our deck. I'm just going to take this Cavern Whisperer. I guess not great. Dun, dun, dun. How ambitious are we? Not that ambitious. We'll take this. It's mostly just a 3/3 Death Touch, or for 4, which is a fine card. And then there's some optionality with it. Okay, another Boot Nipper. Happy about to take that. We got 6 creatures. So this is a pretty controlling deck. I'd like to pick up one, like, green dual land, just so we could potentially mythic this or this. But also just being Esper is fine. Maybe take a Sleeper Dart? I don't know. Blade Banish is... I mean, we're so short on creatures, you might just have to take it. Sure. Yeah. Kind of punished. I don't think we're going to get there on this, but pretty sure we're not playing any of these pretty crappy games. Sure. Ooh, Blitzleech came back. That's nice. Pangolin, which we might have to play because this draft is not going super fantastic. Okay. Okay. So, I think we just take this Hemophage. It's, I don't know. Seems fine. Everything else is great. The Escape Protocol is, I don't know. Most of the enter the battlefield triggers that you'd want to keep doing with that just like don't exist because they're mutate cards. But you can use this to turn your big mutated creature into 3 like separate creatures, which is good, especially at flash speed. But okay, Death's Oasis is very, very slow. Polywog Symbiote's not bad. We do have a reasonable number of creatures to mutate. Not amazing. I think I'm just going to take this Pacifism. It's just solid removal. We should be able to splash. Probably can't splash this. Dire Tactics we can. We should be able to splash. There's another Pacifism too. Do we actually have humans, or are we just going to be losing life on this deck? We have a human, so we're not necessarily losing life on it. Still think that's what we're going to take over the 3rd Pacifism. Okay. Coil Bug's fine. Facet Reader might actually be the pick. Yeah, I think I'll take the Facet Reader, because we might have some pretty sketchy mana, and it is a human to help us with the Dire Tactics. Checkpoint Officer? Boy, this is going to be some Esper bad stuff. Yeah, I think I'm taking the Checkpoint Officer. I think it's better than Divine Arrow. Yeah. This is not great. Take another Gust. Essence Scatter? Yeah, I'm on board with that. I'm not really a Flourishing Foxbit deck. I mean, you can always play it because it's fine, but wouldn't hate that Blossoming Sands. But we'll see. We need to prioritize our actual Esper fixing over potential Mythic fixing. Okay, what do you take at Clement Bell, I guess? This deck is not great. It's got good removal at least, so there's that. But our threats are not exciting. Good removal, good card draw, bad threats. Yeah. So if I had to guess right now, yeah, I think this is going to be ugly 3-color deck. Just Esper with bad mana, or not horrible mana because we do have some duels, but not good mana for sure. I think we're basically we kind of waffled our way into just being 3 colors. The 3rd Gust to Wind's not exciting to me. Bushmeat Poacher is probably a little bit better than the Day Squad Marshal in my opinion. But that's just like my opinion, man. Okay. Yeah, Convolute's just so bad. I'm gonna take this nice squad. No idea where we're gonna end up. We could end up like actually black-white, and then God only knows. I don't think we're dedicated mutator enough to run this. I guess this works with Slither Wisp, but I don't think we're playing Slither Wisp. But that's what Arena wants us to take, so we'll take it. Are we turtling? Are we a turtle deck? Are we a convolute deck? I don't know. I'll take the convolutes. Hey, turtle. Trapping. This is very fringe playable. It's not good. 5 mana to deal 3 to a creature. Oh, it doesn't go to any target. Okay, so you could get planeswalkers or potentially just finish them. Ooh, Blossoming Sands. Okay, so how did we end up with colors, color-wise? Ended up... Okay, I guess we're blue, black, / white. Alright. So everything that isn't like flat good, again, we'll take to the sideboard. Put one of those in the sideboard. Yeah, put that in the sideboard for now. How many cards actually have flash? 1. I mean, if these make the cut, that does make the Slither Wisp pretty good. Boost for Squad can get out, get out, get out. It's probably going to make the deck, but for now, you can get out. Scatters. Do we even care about our creatures are so bad? Do we even care if they kill them? I mean, we get to draw a card, so maybe not. What's our human count right now? Like 4, 3. Get out. We've got Glimmer Bells, so this is probably fine. Yeah, we could go. Poacher. This isn't actually that great either. Oh boy, this pile. Dun, dun, dun. So like I kind of want this and this. Two mana. So what's our mana gonna look like? It's gonna I think this Blossoming Sands is gonna make it because that does allow us to mythic both of our creatures, or both of our mythical thingies. So that's going to make the cut. What else? Slither Wisp. Like, we could just potentially cut Slither Wisp, honestly, unless we want to play these Springtrap traps. Let me see, without the Slither Wisp, what we would play. Probably play... I think we just need this for the mana fixing. Creatures 11. And that, and that. And that's some sort of deck. Or I think the Slither Wisp and the Springdraw Trap is kind of a package deal. I could cut that. So dun, dun, dun. So if I were to cut 3 cards, oh, let me look at my mana first. All right, so I'm playing 5 I don't think I want to splash this. Playing 5 white spells. And as Arena has auto-constructed my mana, I have 2, 3, 4, 5 white spells. That's kind of sketchy. And in terms of blue and black sources already, I have 7, 8 black sources and 7 blue sources, which is semi-acceptable. I think I want to cut the checkpoint officer. I think I do want to get this package in. And creature count's pretty low. We could cut the keep safe and what? Definitely not going to cut that from this package. Maybe we get down to 1 pacifism. So that just leaves us with 2 white cards. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we're running Slither Abyss, we really don't want to have white lands, or lands that don't produce blue or white. Let's just give this a go after checking our mana real quick. So that gives us 8 blue sources and 8 black sources, which is okay. It's not ideal, but it's acceptable. Alright, let's give this a shot. Red Chaos. I would suppose red is the most chaotic color. We'll keep this. It's not amazing. As long as we draw a black source at some point, it's not bad. We've got the trap available. You can copy something. So how does it work when you copy a mutated creature? I assume you copy everything in the stack? Question about whether we want to just jam this in there. I think I'm going to hold it. I'm not sure if that's correct at all. So we have against red-white cycling. You cycle a lava serpent down. Something. Okay. You can say go, that's fine. This is a sorcery. Oh, this also has flash, so that I forgot about that. So that does make the Slither Wisp better. We can ever draw and/or cast it, which is skeptical. Cathartic Reunion, discarding 2 spells. Okay. Also pretty dangerous to do that. Potential counter mana. Discarded 2 combat tricks. Okay. So now, if he draws our Slither Wisp, is pretty good for us. This requires red and green mana, which we're not particularly close to. Oh, baby. Okay. So, should be able to attack in. And Slither Wisp and Spring Draw, Trap draw a card, or Mystic Duel, draw a card. We might want to just copy this. Oh yeah, and then just live with the card advantage, just get smothered in it. Depends on what they do. I don't want to get totally blown out if they have stuff. Sure. That's gonna work. Okay, so we're going to take a hit here. But I think we just hopes to draw a card. Or hopes to draw a land. Not draw a land. Did draw land. Great. So, if we make a copy of this, yeah, and then this draws us 2 cards. It's going to be expensive to cast, so this is -2, -0. Yeah. I'm just going to copy this. Pass the turn. I don't know. This is a little dangerous, but I feel like we can probably get survive this onslaught with our removal. It's gonna be a little pricey, potentially, but okay, that's fine. We do have a human, so we can solve that without so much trouble. Except we are taking a hit here. And rummage that away. It's fine. Oh, nice. So we can spend 4 mana to Mystic Subdual this, and then just 2 mana to do that. Do they have attacks? It seems like they have attacks. This only affects spells, so we could also do this to kill it. And also gain life. Bushmeat Poacher at some point. Look at the combat trick or something. Yeah. Okay. So we can Mystic Subdual this. Draw 2 cards, deal them 2. I think they have the card that gives a human and a non-human creature +1/+1 until end of turn and draws them a card. Guess we just do this now. Sweet. And we attack for 8. I guess I'm just going to hold up this dire tactic. Yeah, just hold that up. Because it's exile and not destroy, I'm not too worried. They're just straight casting that? Sure. So if they attack with this Cloud Piercer, they just die. I mean, I think they're kind of, well, probably dead anyway. Yeah, because we can double activate this to kill whatever. Sure. Here. And they left themselves dead on board. Was it cool, grab it? And then we attack with everybody, they block here, take 5. I'm not sure if Slither Wisp was great, but having 2 of them and 2 of these, definitely great. One in there. No bump in the rank. Jamming it again. Bird. Sure, this is fine. Oh, we have this. So it's a good card. I almost always go with that. And the boot nipper. That's no logs. Okay. Glimmer Bell should be back. Another life here. Attack space. Otter is a little scary. I think we're still just going to just put Poacher and say go. I'm gonna hold this back to each because I'm not worried that concerned about getting in 1 point of damage, and I want to make sure that the Otter doesn't get in. Lutri is a little scary. We could do some things to copy spells and get effectively 2 removal spells out of 1, which would be very, very annoying. Counter. So we still have 2 blockers back, so that's fine. We have... Oh, that's good. And yeah, we can't block at all. Well, I really had it. Oh, and that... Yeah. Okay, I think we just have to take this. Going to 16. They do draw a card, but they have to kind of use a card to do it. So... Okay. Mythos, copy their otter. Eh, it doesn't really feel like a winning line to me. I could just say go. We've got 2 kill spells. Lose life equals to its toughness, so that wouldn't be the biggest deal. I guess we could have probably should have attacked and untapped this. Yeah, we're not heavy on lands, so. Okay, doing the old draw go. Let us then Mystic water. Just say go. Could have maybe gotten in with the rebel. I draw an extra one. That's... Oh, that's so good. So good. That is so good. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna have to, like, deck that. Yeah, we'll just say go. Oh man. They're probably holding up the keep safe. They're gonna get just destroyed. Yeah, the plan is to deck them so they can draw another card. Just trade. I don't think this is going to resolve, so I'm going to play this off. Probably pacify it on the next turn. Okay. It's not the worst. The read trigger. Sure. I do still think their course to victory is... I don't know. I might be decking. Just we're full on removal, so yeah, that's gonna make it really hard to do damage. Still ahead on cards names. Gust of wind. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, that's not terrible. Go ahead and get a point in anyway. Sure. Still on the decking plan. Mecha Godzilla. Okay. It's no resolve. Try to copy that. As long as I don't roll the hexproof. Oh, they're doing that to themselves. Alright, well, in that case, we have to do this. They have to keep safe. We're going to be in deep trouble. Oh, it works. Nice. I agree. Thank you. How much mana do we have? We have 6 mana. I think we just attack for 1 and say go. Lava serpents. Pretty big. I think we have to jump. We're actually can block with the commando and then trap it. It's also no, I think we'll jump. Jump and then try and mythos it. Slow this piece. That might be the new plan. So we can try and pacify it, and then Slither Wisp and Spring Draw Trap on their turn. And I'm not even going to bother getting in for the point. Set, sure. You have a removal spell. Let's get a value. Ooh, that's some scatters are nice. Don't really want to copy that. I think we just say go, we might get in for a point. Yeah, let's get in for 1 point. .19 turn clock, 15 turn clock. fine. Trap that one. So they're having that fight that. Yeah, that happens. Let's untap you. Double block? So I'm trying to think about the 4-2 guy that kills whatever. Yeah. So spring the trap. Never saw it coming. What do we want to do here? How are they? They're down to 13 cards in their library. We're down to 10 life. Let's try and see what's here. Just go land, sure. And I think we're just gonna pass the turn. Kind of regretting not essence scattering that. Porky parrot. We're. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, because that's just going to be a 1/4. It's not going to get the ability because of the Mystics ability. Is this a 1/4 menace? Okay. Resolves. Resolves. Cycle this. So they have no cards. Let's see what happens when we copy here. It's 4 minutes and it can do the untap trick. Nice. So now we have a new plan. Don't try to like that one. Alright! Didn't deck them, but it's very possible we could have. hands, whatever. I took a mulligan, I took a feet. Don't feel a desire to run out to trap them. Look at essence. Discard on this should be pretty good against opponents who mulligan on the play. That's a little bit more annoying. I think we're going to play Boot Nipper and leave up trap mana. Death Touch. This thing gets double strike, that's gonna be annoying. A couple different things I can do. I probably just want to spring the trap on them. I want to do it now in case they have a combat trick. I'm trying to remember if red has anything that boosts toughness by 2. I don't think they do. So I'll just do that on their turn. Yeah, if I get punished, if I get punished, I learn how I got punished. So there's that. Missed a land drop. It's probably not going to. So we attack. No, I guess we probably play Facet Reader. They're thinking about countering it, I guess. I'm not gonna try and Cavern Whisper until all this is I'll try it next one. They have another counterspell. They have another counterspell. Scat, scat. You got a debuff. Scat, scat. So I don't really want to blow my good removal spell on that. So let's just bounce that. Small. Zack. Now that I have a little bit more mana, I'm not too worried about water. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna resolve the draw forward. Pass the turn. No attacks. Alright, we'll double block. Could just single block. I'm trying to think of how things go, like, bad. I don't think things go bad by double blocking. I'm not saying they're going to go well, but... It's like... Alright, so we're going to play that and probably this Poacher. If they have the third Essence Capture, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. I have the third Essence Capture. Play this one on it's the turn. Sure. Yes. I don't really need to use my mana efficiently. So I've got 8 mana, so we can mutate onto this, make them discard, attack, leave up the ability. Yeah, that's fine. Discard. Obviously, a spell. So I'm showing the ability to untap this, and if they have a removal spell or bounce or whatever, we will still be able to Thieving Otter, or subdue the Thieving Otter. Okay. Let's just fire off this Dark Bargain now. Yeah. Okay. Interestingly, we could actually Mythos it if we took this, but we're not going to do that. Just pass the turn. water too. Sure. So I'm gonna just do this now. So if they do have a counter spell, I can use the pacifism on that. And then, did I use? Yeah, they got my facet reader, so I can just play on that. Okay. Oh, they just cast it. Interesting. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, we're just going to copy it for reach. 2 lethal attackers and 2 removal spells. 3 removal spells, actually. So. This thing might actually get us. I'm not sure if that's right. Maybe we just help us to be able to copy something like this. It was a little scary. I think it was probably better to hold. There, let's get that quest done. Everything's given up notice. Okay, this is a hint. Sings. Okay. Let's. No, I guess I made my decision. Not sure whether I was supposed to play the Nipper or the Facet Reader, but after I didn't play my swamp, the decision was kind of made. Alright. So, question here is whether I would rather loot or... I guess I would rather just get in for one and go for crap. Looting is at its most valuable when you're just throwing away lands. Okay. I'm still not with this. Mythos. Not with those yet. Someone's Dark Bargain on their end step, almost certainly. Okay. Ooh, nice. And I guess this is probably better than the Nipper. Sure. Okay, we not hit a land, so I'm just going to main phase the trap. Yeah, I don't want to do that trade. Feel compelled to Essence Symbiote, or whatever, kill this ASAP, which probably does actually behoove them to do that, because if we draw another land, okay, they're gonna let us do that. We're going for VG, Breach. Breach it is. Ooh. That one. So interestingly, that does let me... I'm not a big fan of this hemorrhage, or hemophage, whatever. I guess I am a fan of it. So we'll play that, and maybe we loot now. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Let's loot now. Okay, let's go. Play this. See, I'm incentivized to just kill things when they're tapped out because they've got the weaponized monsters, but I'm just going to pass the turn, leave up Scatter and Dire Tactics. So, interesting note. This, in addition to giving -2/-2 to something, it also does other things. Okay, we don't need to do anything. So we can go ahead and attack with the Slither Wisp, play the Blitz Leech in combat. Trigger. Like that. It also will take off the Breach counter. Because Blitz Leech has quite a bit of text for your average leech. So we effectively just traded the Leech for their thing. They spent 2 mana. Well, Alex they spent 7 mana, we spent 6 mana. Okay. We got the trap up. So with all this stuff, we don't want to Mythos. One thing we can do is like Gust of Wind. We can still leave up Essence Scatter. we would like to gust that. I think we just go ahead and we only have like 2 more cards that have flash, so they help. You can trade in combat or out of combat, whatever. Just go ahead and attack and then play Night Squad Commando. Okay, we're trading. Yeah. Use up Essence Scatter, Mythos, Dire Tactics, Loot potentially. Whatever we want. Sure. Sanctuary Smasher will resolve because we can just kill it super easily. Let's go ahead and loot. Discard planes. Tactics. Hold that for looting. Yeah. Now we're sure. Guess we'll loot. See, I actually want. Well, this goes to the face too, so we can probably ditch. Oh my god, my cards are too good. Alright, fine. So, here we go. Oh, they're just dead. So attack for 4 and then just drop them for 3. Okay. That was one where my decisions did not really matter at that point. Well, casual 4-0. Uh-oh, we're up against the Dark Grinder, the number 50 mythic player. Yeah. So, don't expect this one to be so easy. Impulsive. Whiff, 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 whiff. I don't think they whiffed. Get me. Go out. I was going to say, if they just attack the foil bug, I want to block, but I'm not going to just jump block. Okay. Let's attack and get our value off here. So, with the Triome, we are at a green source away from mythicking that. It's fine. Okay. It's becoming something decent to mutate onto. I prefer to just kill it, but whatever. Just So I want to do that. The question is whether we want to butcher or copy this thing. Could be getting even scarier. Attacking back for 4. I think I want to copy this and hope we draw a mutate card. Does this thing have like a scroll box? Oh. It does still have the abilities. It has the all the stuff. Take it. This is Generator. Okay. Which destroys artifacts or enchantments. Well, it looks like we're going to have to sit back, play this. Play this. Let's just threaten some gang blocks. I'm gonna need this on defense. Does not feel like a great spot. Cycle of Sand. That's kind of scary. They were one land away from just playing 7/7, which feels pretty good on this board. Our number 50 on Mythic rank. That's terrifying. That's not that terrifying. What is it? Game life, okay. We just play out all our stuff. We need to attack for 1 in the air. Wait. You've got reach? Okay, well, let's do this thing. Did not know that thing had reach. But of course, I mean, Ikoria, Armored Killer, would have reach. Well, that's a no-no. They're also gonna 5/5 Death Touch and Lifelinker, which is not problematic. Man, their deck is good. Okay. Let's again block. And so this can kill 2 of our things. It's fine. We need the 4/4. I think. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just trade this. Because we're going to be drawing cards. We're going to need some chump blockers for this unless we find a removal spell. We do have artifacts. So there is an argument. So like with this thing mutates, we just lose. Flat out. They're cost 7 mana to mutate. We don't currently have a non-human creature to mutate onto. So we could gust to win that. If they have or draw a mutate card, we just lose. Oh. Yeah, I'll give it back. Pacifism. Okay. I think I'd rather just sacrifice this guy right now, so we can keep the heroes. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can just recast it, and maybe we're kind of back in the same boat. Or if they draw any mutates, like we just lose. Yeah, it's probably better to just draw 4 cards and hope to dodge for a second. Okay. Oh my god, their deck is ridiculous. So this costs 7 mana mutate, which they have as long as the Skull Prophet doesn't die. We like need to find the essence scatter basically. The bargain gives us more looks at an essence scatter. That doesn't really do it. Let's leave up mana or not. That's not an option. Cast this. That did not go great. Well, maybe they don't want to mutate onto it if it's jeez. The good news is actually, yeah, we could maybe beat that if they mutate onto it. It is ever so slightly possible. Their deck is good. Oh, that's scary. This just either gets back the Sandworm or the Whisperer and the Gem Razor. Just go with the Sandworm. So that's something we can deal with potentially. I've got 2 cards left in hand. Okay. Let's start with a loot. Okay, we can discard this. Or this. Play this. Death touch. Just cast you. And plan to sacrifice one of my creatures to the poacher on end step. Taking 7's not the end of the world if we're also gaining 3. The mutate onto this again, I mean, what can you do? What can you do? That's scary. So what do they put a coil bug in their graveyard and then get back get back 2 mutate creatures. Jeez. Yeah, we'll just take this one. In that graveyard. Almighty Brushwag. Who knows? Okay, we can discard that at least. going to start here. Draw a card. Okay, we've actually got a plan here. The plan is to Mystic Subdual this in response when they go to presumably Gem Raise it. I guess I should have played out the Glimmer Bell. Having the ability to activate this also makes things a little bit awkward. I didn't really think about it, unfortunately. I think we just take this. Yeah, I think we just take. No blocks. Okay, so we're on our end step. That's going to resolve. I'm going to get fancy. In full control mode. Put the loot ability on the stack. Respond to that. Respond to that by sacking this. So we draw and then we loot. Alright. Next turn. Another trap. Actually. Yeah. This. Pass the turn. I think we are on the deck them plan. So what's that? Play men with an Essence Symbiote. Doesn't incentivize them to mutate this into attacks. Okay. Just double block here. Oh wait, do we have 8 cards left in our library? They have 9? Okay. That's a little scary too. Just take a trade. I did not realize we were going to I think we're going to lose that way rather than through damage. Because there's no way we can deal that much damage, I don't think. And then we do have 6 points of burn available here. I guess our best way would be to draw one of our meat. We do have, yeah, these guys. Take this onto this. Nothing has reached it anymore. So that's probably our only way to actually win the game with we're also at 5. So things aren't looking great. Hopefully they activate this again and go out. I don't think they're going to do that. Give them a chance. How many activations of this do they have? 4. They have 2 activations. So, lock here. Block here. I should want to do the other way around. Block here. Block here. And then we're going to have to Mythos Brushwag if they try and pump it. You can take 1. That would be fine. Yeah, we need to hold this up. Pacifism there. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I guess we're gonna have to just sacrifice it. That doesn't really do anything for us. We've already used both our Mythoses, right? Yeah. Long ago in a galaxy far, far away. So maybe we'll just hold that, and I think we're just gonna die. We're just gonna deck out. Something. It's not going to go really on top, but give it a shot. This game can't go that much longer, so. Activate, activate, activate. That's 6, and we're at 4. Thank you. Something. So we have 10 lands. So let's just go ahead and trap this. Activate, activate, activate. They activated? Oh, they're still fine. We still deck out first. They should probably just jump and then return, and I can't get through that. Death Touch, please. No. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this, but it is a very good game. Alright. Let's just start attacking everybody. Probably should have done that last time. Can't get through this anyway. Could you just, like, play a card that draws a card? That would be sweet. That's something. One card left in the deck. Just got too much mana. There's no point in bugging this. Quite a bug is, I mean, in games like this, obviously, it's going to be fun. Well, let's attack. I, like, literally cannot stop. Give me all the game. Draw the last card. Presumably they will pass the turn back to us. Unlike someone we played yesterday who was not epic. Give us the opportunity to kill ourselves when we're up there. Yes. Get ahead of life total. Okay. Alright. Well, that was a fun one. Wasn't a win, but we got close. Their deck was really, really good. I'm trying to think it's a spot where, like, maybe I wasn't supposed to draw a card, but they had The only reason it was close is because they wanted it to be close. They chose to mill themselves 1 or 2 extra times, and would not have done that if it was attacking out for us. I would be happy to block that. I guess I have the option to do that anyway. I'd rather just pass. 1 point of damage is not the biggest deal. I want to be able to block. Just because I'm tapping out next time we have me. Oh, you know I'm blocking. You know it. So I'm 2 colors short of mythicking that. That is scary as fuck. That's gonna have to die. Just gonna have to die. Let's see if they want to block. I guess their helixes aren't. Yeah, because it only goes to target creature. So I'll play out this. I guess that could allow them to combine some stuff. We will block if given the opportunity. Hey. I don't know if I like what I've done here. I think I should have not attacked the poacher. I was thinking I was just going to kill that thing, and now I'm not so sure. Okay. It chose not to use the ability because it wouldn't do a ton. Not super thrilled. Just gonna pass the turn, block as needed. Looks like the cycling deck's flooding out, which is okay. I think that's good enough for me to copy. Probably kill. Ooh, dark bargain. That's enticing. Just want to do that. Yeah, as long as we can. Let's not tap that way. As long as we can find the land that's with us at the same turn. Oh wow, we drew the combo. I should play it safe. Not be too greedy. Alright. Greed was rewarded. Lack of greed. Okay, let's... Yeah. Let's draw 4 cards, why don't we? Okay. That's the 2. Just need to keep our life total high. Cycle that. Yeah. We take 1. Cycle. Sure. Yes. Turn. Good. I think in the interest of not being greedy, I'm just going to leech this thing now. It's pretty awkward in terms of our mana usage, but I just don't want to go so ahead on cards. We can be less than greedy, and I'm even going to pass the turn without an attack. So if they want to kill this, I want to sacrifice it to the butcher. Sweet. Alright, let's attack. And 3. We have 8 mana up, so we can play this commando. I mean, still waste the spell draw trap on your turn. We're leaving up dire tactics in case of emergency. Okay. You know what? I'm actually... That's for 6. I'm going to sacrifice this and gain 3 life. In case they have a second Zenith Flare. Results. Second Zenith Flare. Now we gotta send resolve that now. Not hard. At 24. Yeah, I just want to play this and draw a card off of it. So we're at 7 life. Whether it's better. And we'll attack for 8. Play this. Sure, they're holding up tactics is better than putting the bell in. Whew. So I managed to figure out the spot where I could have lost. That Zenith Flare is quite the card. Yeah, this is it's a little slow. We're on the play. They're playing Spell Chaser. Okay. Not interested in springing the trap without slow the risk in play. Hopefully we can draw in a moment. Never know. So I guess we just pass the turn. Hopefully we can tap out. No, I was hoping to tap out for something less good than that. That resolves. Gets hexproof. That's going to be a problem. It works. It's very annoying that they immediately got hexproof. I just want to draw my cards. Let's move them too much. Mecha Godzilla's gonna wreck me. And hexproof lifelink. I want to block. How badly can I get blowed out? Pretty badly. Well, if he likes I think it's time to mutate. Discard a card. I've got a bunch of cards in hand. That's probably not that relevant. We're gonna try and block, which is sketchy. Very sketchy. Mecha Godzilla is just gonna get really out of hand. If it had not immediately gotten hexproof, okay, and did now add in Death Touch, okay, so we definitely block without attacking. Water. That's another scary one. I think I want to bounce that otter. Just Death Touch. It's not the world's greatest. Do I want to get an attack in, or just develop out the board more? I think I just want to cast this. So in a long enough time limit becomes a 4/4 flying, first strike, death touch, and added trample. And that's good. Okay. Opens up our white mana. I think I just want to play the Poacher. I guess making them mutate again is somewhat enticing. Would also allow us to play another trap. think it's time to attack. Oh, this thing's just so good. Alright, I'm on no attacks. I have no idea how we're gonna beat this thing. We can't race it, it's got life, it's just gonna have everything. Like, literally everything. You can also get burned out by that. Yeah. That would be the time. Got flying. Maybe they forget that. Yeah. Ah, man. One land away from casting this, right? Yep. It's eventually going to get first strike. Menace, reach, trample. Oh man, that thing is healing so much. Mutate here. Discard that and pacify this. No attacks. Like as soon as this dies, or even this dies, now we're just totally hosed. We added Menace, so I can't block that. That thing's really annoying. It just had rolled hexproof on the first one. I would have been able to deal with it pretty easily, but it didn't. So, alright, well, let's draw some cards. See if we can figure out an answer to this. I don't think we can, honestly. That would have been another good way. Well, yeah, whatever. No attacks, I guess. Okay, Godzilla's annoying. Alright. I'll take another draw step, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's it. I give up. I'm also going to take just a small few break, get beverage, and be back to finish up this draft. back at it. We'll keep this. It's not amazing, but they've got an orphan guard. Interesting. As long as we can draw land, this seems fun. I'm gonna cycle something. Sure. Use this pump. I was just gonna say, I'm kind of, well, play the Glimmer Bell. Probably won't be able to trade for this because I can just play this beforehand and then becomes a 4-2. I think I just want to get my mana going for future turns. Having the Glimmer Bell does give me the option to attack and then commando the next turn if I'm lucky enough to draw an untapped land next time, but I'm willing to take this line. They are... Man. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna pass and Slither Wisp on their turn, probably. It's gonna really hurt if they can, you know. But... Kitty cat! Doesn't have a little spell. Alright, let's just go to attacks. Play a commando. Turn. Sure. So this is an interesting commander, or whatever, companion. Let's be real. Okay. Decide to go with that, which is scary. The wide hands, the Anthem Elder guys. Okay. I'm pretty sure we just take the trade. Yeah, that seems fine. So we want to leave up. We'll leave up Essence Scatter for their creatures. I guess we need to Glimmer Bell too to make sure the 1/1s don't get completely out of hand. Let's just, or we could mutate and put this Death Touch, gain us a little bit of life if you had a Death Toucher available. I think the Glimmer Bells are, this gives us a little bit better. it's a fine thing for us to leave ourselves here. We're trying to stay alive on board. As is. But, we will not chump block it this time. Okay. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst. Real life. Root Sweet onto this, we get a 3/3 flying Death Touch. We can untap. We also gain 1 more life. Yep. Is that... No, we should just play it out as a creature. Getting extra life is, of course, really good. That's a problem. Do they have attacks? If they attack with everyone, we're probably just gonna have to trade that one. The problem is the Cub Warden could be tricky. So just play this out, win the life, pass the turn. Get this up as needed. Yeah, probably gonna do this. Okay, sure. Okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna draw a card out of this, kill this Sabertooth. This is our 8th land to... Yeah. Pass. No attacks, please and thank you. Alright. Now, let's bargain. Oh my god. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I just want to play it out as a creature. Pass the turn. My plan is to sacrifice the Glamour Bell on instep to gain 3 life and draw a card. Just cycle that away. That's a reasonable combat trade. It's a pretty good creature. Nice. We need green mana to think out that. We just drew green mana, so that's good. So we'll get another life. Pass the turn. One is to copy the Lava Serpent and have it fight this kitty cat. Do we want to activate this? I think our creatures are good enough. I'm just going to try to kill the tiger gorilla. Nice. We have actually that mana up, but I'm not going to do that right now. Copy this. Delete the move for cost. Fight this. Resolve. Do we have attacks yet? Not quite yet. I think maybe next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to pacify this and start attacking with 5/5 now. So we've got gain 5 life available to us. Removal spell for anything. 2 good removal spells up. Okay. I think we're still just going to send with the 1. Okay. This looks like a double chump to me. I'm going to fight as 1. Okay. We do control Yes. I'm going to exile the Silvertooth. Resolve. Balance. And that's perfectly acceptable. Let's make sure we don't deck. Not likely. Draw 4 cards. And just do the same thing over. I think we just actually pass. Sure. Point out this is not a May. But let's kill that. Now we're going to go into higher. Let us mutate here. So make sure they were not holding on to anything silly. And sure. Okay. This is a spot where I actually want lifelink more. I don't think it matters. And to... No. This is not good. That looks like game to me. Concurs. Is this one going to be our final fight? Either the glorious 7-2 or the inglorious 6-3. I think there's a mulligan. I'm tempted, but the 6-lander and the 1-lander. Do I keep this? I don't think I do. Like, so what's going for it is that if we do draw lands, we've got this. But our opponent also took a mulligan, so we're not going that far behind on raw cards. Okay. Alright, so I think with this hand, we're going to keep, definitely going to put back one island, and then I guess the question is whether we can put back the Hemophage or Swamp. I'm going to put back the Hemophage. Yeah. Sure. We'll leave the Tranquil so we could cast Blue Spell people next turn. I think we're just going to hold the Spring Flush out in case we draw ourselves a... or whatever. Oops. Okay. Wish I'd put back the Swamp now. Cycling away. Well, we're drawing a lot of removal spells. So there's that. Yeah, that's not bad. We just let that go. Environment. Let's get this. So, options, I think we just let that ding us a couple times. Keep our removal spells for something that matters a little bit more. That. Yeah, that thing can die. Where the hell did he die? I guess we can just do this thing. Just tempted to use the tactics. Oh no! No! I had the thing I wanted to copy most in the world. And I didn't know I needed to copy it. So this is Soul Time mana? Or no, it's Abs mana. Yeah. Sure. Cycle 2 of those? Alright, this is actually fine though, because they're going to get back Mothra. And then We're going to cast Mothra, we're going to copy Mothra, and then we're going to exile Mothra for good. Admittedly, Mothra's... Sure. Okay. Just go ahead and trap and kill the commando then. Don't want to get too involved. Actually, I'm going to hold that land. It's starting to add up. Mothra results. Lane 1. That's not a bad answer to Mothra, honestly. Copy it first. And I'm going to try to get a little fancy and Mystic Subdual Mothra rather than that's getting annoying. Yeah, that's its thing. I mean, the thing is that Mothra wasn't really doing that much for us anyway, because we don't have any creatures. Exiles. Not feeling great. Yes, it's not working out super well. So we're gonna have to Mothra this and still take 4. Okay, they're afraid of the thing as well. I think I was supposed to pacify this thing. Death touch this. Pacify that. Strip the turn. He's pacified. Yes, yes. Draw you another swamp. Feels real bad, but I think we have to do this. Well, yep. 6 lander into 1 lander into a loss. That's just how it goes. No big deal. Still, all these packs, all these cards. Ooh, what's today's deal? New offers every day. Go-to deals. Yeah, I don't really care about the cosmetics, but like yesterday, they had quite the deal. You could buy 500 gems for 400 gems. You can only do it once, but that was just like their little way of being like, keep checking these deals because eventually you're gonna want to like throw away some gems on, you know, these card styles, which don't, and sleeves, which don't really super interest me. I'm Deckmaster for life on my sleeves, and these cosmetics don't usually do it for me. Let's do another draft. Mechagodzilla! Taunting us. Just taunting us.